I started working with Pathways High in 2018 when one of their instructors, Chris Kajer, attended a training session up at our tech center in Mequon. And since then, it's been just a continuous journey of growth and tying in more technology and certifications and really cool opportunities and initiatives for students. I love Pathways' model for how they deliver hands-on skills and project-based learning. I used to teach in a school that at the K-8 level that was the multi-age and really giving students the opportunity to have ownership of their learning, collaborate, work together, and that's where you see the best examples of students being able to solve a problem and troubleshoot and work independently because they own the learning.
The conference name, System Now, mirrors the sense of urgency in Pathways High's mission statement to unleash all learners' potential now. As a Pathways High co-founder, this STEMMY Educator Award is particularly meaningful and rewarding as it recognizes how we have realized the vision that we had set 10 years ago when we were formulating the school, and that is to provide personalized real-world project-based learning to all students, regardless of background, so that they would have access to real-world STEM career pathways.
I'm really proud of Pathways High to be able to receive this award and receive recognition for their great STEM curriculum and allowing students to pursue their passions. Pathways High, I get to pick classes that I'm passionate about. One of those was a robotics class where we built underwater robotics, and I'm also passionate about math, so I've been able to take many math classes about statistics and also financial aspects. So my project was to 3D print a frame for a custom 3D printer and then also look at some of the applications of 3D printing in the industry. This allowed me to see how this technology can be applied in the real world. 3D printing is a newer technology that's really expanding in the manufacturing space, so being able to learn about it now allows me to apply this knowledge in the real world later on.
Students working in technology are preparing for careers that don't even exist. So their ability to communicate what they've learned, how they've learned it, and where they can go with this work in the future is a really important thing, because at some point in their career, they're gonna have to pitch an idea to management, to investors, or other stakeholders. Because when students come for an idea in a class, the default is to never say no. It's let's go for it, let's make it happen. And so to see student work that's developed over long periods of time and not just to meet an assignment is really exciting to work with the student throughout the process, and then to see the final result and see other people interact with the final results, really exciting.
I'm involved in a large community mod project for a game called Rain World. It is a complete overhaul of the game's sort of campaign and what's in the game, creating whole new levels, whole new characters, and a whole new move set for the game. This community project at its peak was about 50 people strong, all working on this one mod. I both started and organized most of that. So Pathways High allowed me to bring this project, which was outside of school, in to get credits and to work on it during class time, which allowed me to grow the project from a small little personal project that I was working on to this massive mod project that is one of the largest mod projects inside of the scope of Rain World. So this mod offers real-world learning experience via giving me various amount of coding skills, general art skills, sort of wearing all hats of the development cycle, which is going to be your code, your sound, your art, your design, your development skills, all hats. Along with the management side, because you have to manage 50 people at its peak.
Real-world work is what we're preparing students for. And so making sure that we're not getting students, that students aren't doing work so they can do more classwork, that there's actually an application and a real outcome for their work. And so to put them in genuine contexts like this is the preparation for real world that they need.
I'm particularly proud that students at Pathways High never ask the question, when will I use this in the real world? And that is because everything they're doing has a real-world application. And specifically today at the System Now conference, they're presenting their work publicly And they do that as a routine at Pathways High through our defense process and through a public exhibition of work, which happens 3 times a year.
The opportunities Pathways High students have to go through the whole defense process and to really experience that real world learning firsthand is a really big reason why I'm a part of the Pathways High board. Dominic and Miles both had the opportunity to get hands-on, not only think about what they wanted to do from a project perspective, but then generate kind of the questions that could be asked around that. Think about how they would respond to those questions and how their projects are really, making a difference in different parts of the community. As director of IT at Clarios, it's really cool to see not only the academic and industrial kind of communities come together, but then to see the students like Dominic and Miles and the way that their brains are working and the way that they're applying this real world learning opportunities to prepare themselves and then their peers that they work with on a day-to-day basis in their schools for what we need as a talent of the future. And so from the Clarios perspective, we need both the hands-on engineering experience that like the Dominics of the world kind of show, but we also need a really cool mindset around the virtual world and IT as a profession that Miles is exploring with his project.
Our students at Pathways are learning a lot of unique skill sets to be able to present and defend the work that they're doing, which is a great skill that they're going to need once they leave Pathways and go into industry or other careers. It's really exciting to showcase what our students can do in a forum like this where people from all over Milwaukee and Wisconsin get to see the excellent work that our students are doing.
It's fantastic. It's fantastic to see them working on all of the innovative sort of creative ideas. I mean, this is what we need. We need innovation, we need creativity, we need good problem solvers, critical thinkers, and this is all part of what we're developing at a much younger and earlier age, and this is what we always should have done. So, and to see the teamwork and the spirit come together to make something, and then to see the pride and the confidence that's exhibited from it is absolutely wonderful.
The skills that are being taught at Pathways High, they are needed across all of these different industry sectors, from metal manufacturing to food production to computer science and IT. These are the type of skills that we can get students ready for the workforce today. Pathways High is a true innovator in preparing students for today's modern workforce.